We have exciting news for you guys. We are getting a van today. Jason actually went to Kansas to pick it up. It was a very, it's a very interesting story. I'm going to have him share the entire story with you as soon as he gets back. We're expecting him probably in a little less than an hour. And we're trying to finish up some schoolwork
50 minutes.
over lunch. 50 minutes, something like that. Let me show you what everybody's doing. Elsie is working on one of those math challenge packets that I told you guys about. Why are you so motivated to work on this, Elsie?
Because after I'm done with the whole packet doing all of them, which I am very close. After finishing this, I do this and then I'm done.
Oh, you're really close. And then you get?
And then I get a treasure box prize.
Treasure box prize. This is what she was also in the middle of from the other day.
Good and beautiful.
Yep, she's going through this creative writing book, just kind of skipping around, doing whatever pages are interesting to her.
There's like poetry, just writing exercises.
Bella's doing math. While people are working, they're also eating lunch. So I made some homemade bread, and then my friend Tammy from Arkansas had gone to one of these. Are you okay, Lydia? She's having a rough moment. She had gone to one of these discount grocery stores that I always hear Jamrell Stewart talk about, where they have, you know, just amazing deals on things. And so she brought us a big box of fun food when they were passing through the St. Louis area. This one's a sesame chocolate cherry spread. This one is cinnamon vanilla bean flavor. I should have shown you this before it was all a mess of kids dripping them over the sides. This is just a very, very crunchy peanut and all kinds of other nuts. Whoa! Whoa, you guys. We'll check on you in just a second. Then this one is an almond butter, and this, what is this? This is the same as that, but it's almond instead of cashew. Oh, this is a cashew butter. Anyway, that's what we have going on there. Lydia wants to eat straight out of the butter. No, girl. Do you need more bread? All right, Silas is working on copy work, listening to music. And Samuel is having great fun. We've got new Picasso tiles that Lydia got for her birthdays. They have been the hits. Everybody's been playing with those.
Those are magnet tiles.
They are so much fun.
These are smaller and...
Right, this is what we used to have, and we always called them magnet tiles, but they weren't. We don't even know what they are.
They're even smaller.
They're really tiny.
They do work well for doors and windows.
True. That's true. Let's give them a caterpillar update. So our new caterpillar house came. We ordered a bigger one because our other one, the zipper broke off.
This one was a deal.
And we kept finding caterpillars crawling out and around the house. So
one was on my finger.
The update is that we had our first chrysalis. Unfortunately, Mom knocked it off. So we're hoping it will still be able to come out fine, even though it's laying on the ground.
Yeah. It's like a tiny chrysalis for like these.
It's really amazing.
Caterpillars are big.
So I don't know how many caterpillars we have in here right now, but
we have a lot.
It's a lot.
Like babies, the 28 eggs.
It's pretty exciting.
Hatched.
Woo! Look at this.
Yes.
Tinted windows. You're right.
Yeah, actually it has.
That before.
It's really a cool thing.
It is.
I like the young one.
That is so
It's
pepper.
like, this is my spot.
He wants to get away from the
Oh, did you miss leaving?
Oh, buddy.
That was always his spot in our other van.
No, Mom, that's how
Like,
we get
I haven't gone bye-bye in
My spot.
years.
It's like
No
it
way to
smells
get
kinda
away
different, probably.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Mom, I can't have
this
a
isn't our
rooster.
van, but it is our van.
Mom.
What is all this? There's stuff on the sides.
There's pouches on each side.
Oh, how fun is
I mean on that
this?
side.
And
look at this, Mom.
You need to wash your face before we go to the chiropractor. You're going to lose that seat.
Yeah.
Bella, it's a handle to get it.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Bella.
How exciting.
There
was really different, though.
So we didn't have to take it out.
It's so white.
And high.
Mom,
We have 5 minutes until we're supposed to be gone
There's armrests.
for the chiropractor, and no car seats are in yet. So we're trying to decide
What you're looking
where
at.
people are going.
Isn't that cute?
I just want to squeeze him.
Okay, let's get with the program here.
Hot.
Well, you can get out until it's time.
I'll lose my seat.
Are you gonna drive us, Silas?
Yep.
Probably not. It's so interesting because it's like the same but different. Same but different.
I like the
What do you think there,
anybody
Miss
sitting
Lydia?
there?
No, you can have it.
I'm sitting there.
Why don't you sit next to Lydia? I think it's the
two
same
puppies.
thing. Yeah.
There, I'll sit in the
There's
back.
little pockets
I'll
there.
sit in the back.
Okay, I'll show you. Make sure you have your shoes on, guys, because we're going to be getting to the chiropractor and needing to run in immediately. He said that all of the kids get to pick one thing for free. Benjamin's out.
Yeah, you can pick things.
Wow, yeah, that's a tiny umbrella. It's just, I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest with you.
Yep.
There's so much stuff here. I don't have any hands. I've got a sleeping baby and he weighs a ton. That's his thing he picked.
Yep, the man said you're going to pick one thing. That's all.
Very cute basket I found.
Yep, I get the monkey.
He's given a bag and a pen to everybody. Can you go get one?
Key collectors. I think I might get this one. The food and water bowl. You could keep the green bowl for milking.
Yeah. When he was 6, he was his age. Is that what he said? He's probably thinking hard about that joke.
Everybody got a pen too? Oh,
Yes, thank you.
how many like oil in it?
Where's your monkey? They're pennies. What is he? They're keys, honey. I'm sure they'll give you one.
There's one key. Good, that's what James should
Is
get.
this what you picked for your item?
Yes.
Yeah, free.
Your free item. A whole bunch of keys that don't
I
unlock
thought
anything.
about taking a saw, but I'm like, yeah, there's a saw. Then I got this. That's more.
Okay, like I told you, I would pull Jason in to give you the story on the van. So, if you've been following along, you know that we had really been leaning toward a van in Kentucky. Am I getting this right? I'm starting to get my states
At a
mixed up.
dealership.
It was at a used car dealership. It was a handicapped accessible van, I guess. They had taken the seats out and added a lift, but we were struggling to find a van that fit our specifications because we want some specific things. We wanted an older diesel engine. Do we want to share all this with them?
Sure. Why not?
Why did we want an older diesel engine in 80 words or less?
Oh, goodness.
I'm kidding. When I first met Jason, he was already into this. When we were dating. And now it's coming to fruition like 15
This is a
years
fun
later.
game, not talking and letting her kind of hang herself on this.
Go ahead, you're good.
So, yeah, she's right. I was really into alternative fuels and just trying to understand what was available. And, you know, some of the ideas I had, I've since kind of moved on from there. When I found out that Rudolph Diesel first started building and designing his engines on peanut oil, I was like, well, that's really interesting, and that kind of led me to the vegetable oil, and then, you know, and then it's refined a little bit into what they call black diesel, and you use basically waste oil or motor oil or hydraulic fluid or transmission fluid, and ideally you would clean it and then use it as a fuel. And so there's some right and wrong ways to do that, but our plans is to do it the right way and ultimately have a alternative fuel source for our vehicle.
Right, which means we could travel around for free, essentially.
Pretty much, minus the electricity it would cost for us to produce it. So
that was a big perk.
And time.
And the ideal engine for this is an older engine, not a really new engine. It's
right. The newest is
right?
the newest is 2003.
2003.
Right.
That's right. Okay.
Ours is a 97 now. So fast forward, that put us on a search for a specific vehicle.
Right.
Obviously, we wanted a larger van. I was telling her, hey, we could get by with a 12-passenger. She said, but for what? One more person, baby, whatever?
It's like even if we want to go somewhere and bring two grandparents along, we can't right now. We have one seat. So it really would be nice to have the ability to bring some cousins or grandparents or friends.
Right. So then
that leaves us with a
15 passenger, which was what ours was, but it was set up as a 12 passenger. So they didn't have the brackets and the seats in the very back. So a good friend of ours, Tammy, was offering to give us seats and help us out in that area. But totaling the van, how we have a plentiful amount of seats.
Yeah.
Not to mention the van that we just purchased came or will come with all of the seats. They accidentally left the back seat at home, so that means that they'll have to come visit, which is good. Fast forward to the story. So I was looking around for vehicles, and as you can imagine, I like the hunt, I like the search. Craigslist, whatever, was coming up fruitless, and was using Facebook Marketplace, and I do not like that because the search engine in there is not very, it just doesn't listen to you. It basically gives you what kind of roundabout way of giving. Anyway, so it was just very painful to search that. And so I found some tricks on how to search throughout the United States with it and strategically and try to do it fast so that I'm not wasting a whole lot of time. I'd use like New York, Atlanta, Chicago, Colorado Springs, or Denver, or whatever, and so that would give me basically the circle of what was available that I was willing to drive to. And we came up with something about a day after it was posted, not quite, in Kansas, and which leads us into my new friends. She really hasn't met them quite yet, Dave and Tanya. So they have been awesome. As soon as I started talking to them, probably about 2 minutes into the conversation, I immediately knew that this is exactly what we needed to do. They're believers, and I just automatically said, look, I don't care about any more details. I just know that we need to do this. So
yeah, and he came to me really excited to share about them because they're very similar to us in a lot of ways. They have a large family. Right,
12 kids. And they're essentially 9 and 10 years older than I am, and which kind of puts them at a little bit of a step or two ahead of us, so that we could maybe glean from some of the experience that they have.
Right, because things that they're doing are similar to our goals for this place. And have a heart for hospitality, and that's been like our big thing about this place is how to make this place a hospitality ministry. So to meet other people that have that same heart for serving the Lord in that way is really exciting.
Yes, and to me, like it emphasizes the level of detail that God goes to love us and care for us and provide for us. On so many, He didn't just give us an option or opportunity to buy a van from some good people, which He did. He did it in a way where He is connecting people in the body and the community, and we're able to grow and learn from each other and being mutually encouraged from each other. It's just amazing. As we were talking through the price, he says, hey, with the condition issues, how about, and then he lowers the price by $1,000. And I'm like, I told you, when I first started talking to him and I realized that this is where we needed to be, I was just literally in tears and I could barely speak, and I was just like, no, we want your van. I don't want to take advantage of your situation here. And he said, I said, we've had many people love on us and donate and give money to us to replace our vehicle. And then he quickly said, just pay us what you can. And I said, no, which I guess you could look at it two different ways, but I definitely felt like the vehicle was worth what he had reduced it to, plus more. I paid them $5,000 for the van, just like the last
Which
one.
is so perfect, because it's exactly what the last one. Yeah.
Right.
So that's our story in a nutshell. We do have a couple things we have an appointment already on Friday to drop the van off.
Yes.
And have them just do a couple things on it.
Homesteading?
Oh yeah. On Saturday, we are actually going to be going to a homesteading conference in the Ozarks. And I guess I could bring them along.
Oh yeah.
And do some
But I
filming
thought
on it.
maybe if anybody's in the area.
Yeah, so
come on up.
it's over in Marshfield. I keep wanting to call it Marshville. Marshfield,
I think Marshfield's right.
Missouri. Yeah, you can look it up online. It's a homestead convention in the Ozarks, I think is all I looked up.
I'm certain that's where we went for the Bluegrass Festival.
Yeah. So
With Monty.
we're really excited about it. It's a 2-day thing, but we can only go on Saturday, and so hopefully we're going to learn a lot, and we're going to be driving our new van there, which is really exciting.
Yes.
Also, it's so sweet. I have to tell you that in addition to those of you who have been giving through our GoFundMe link, which is just still continues to be such a blessing, there have also been a couple people who have given us money outside of that.
Right.
We just got one letter yesterday from a sweet woman in North Carolina who said she's been watching our channel from the beginning and she doesn't know technology, so she's never commented and doesn't do PayPal or anything like that, but just sent us $100 in the mail, which is just like, it is so amazing to open up our P.O. box or to open up the GoFundMe or whatever and find people still giving because they just want to help us to do what God has called us to do. It's amazing, and we are so thankful for you being a part of it.
Also, one of our good friends, they had this swing set, and it was, swing set, it's more like a play set. And when I say play set, it's
cool.
like really cool.
It was amazing.
It's like a pirate ship, and
Yeah.
just like this really cool, awesome thing. And apparently, their boys are getting older, and so they had put it on Craigslist or something like that, and the thought had come up to the wife or whatever that they would offer it to us. Well, that they had people that come in and bought it like right away, and so then instead of doing that, they ended up gifting us the money for the playset.
It's amazing.
Which was just wonderful.
Yeah, this whole thing has just been incredible. We're blown away. It's like all of God's people. It's not just us here in the woods, in the wilderness, but we are supported and held up by so many of you who are here praying for us and sharing the burden financially and just encouraging us in that way. It's pretty amazing.
I spoke with a new friend, Dave, and he was just talking about how they have this, he calls it a love portal, like a bank account, essentially, okay, where basically these people come in and they support the ministry that they're doing. It goes there, and they, and I also wanted to add, probably we've said this before, but this ministry that we're doing, we're just the boots on the ground. Like, this isn't our ministry. This is the work that God has given us to do, but it's His ministry, and you're His people, those of you that are believers and supporters of what we're doing. It's not, you're not just giving us a bigger place to lay our head at night, which that will, but that's not the focus, that's not the point, that's not our hearts. I mean, if we were building a house just for us, quite frankly, we would have just built a moderately decent house right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the monstrosity of thing. No, just kidding. The bigger house that we're looking at right now. So we're excited.
We are excited. So
thank you for being a part of
We'll keep you
this.
posted on the next step. Hopefully it's going to happen soon. I'm getting impatient. God's timing, right?
That's right.
Not Julie's time.
Nope. Or mine.
We'll see you guys soon. Love you all.
Bye.